Are we good? Okay, we're good. Hello, guys. So, sorry, Becca was in a meeting, but I wanted you guys to see what Becca looks like when she's in her meeting. But, I actually wanted to get you guys over here so we can, have a seat on my chair, get bathed in the light, and talk. So, hello. A little bit out of breath because I was doing some running earlier. Not really running, but... Anyway, so, I just wanted to check up on you guys, say, how's it hanging? What's going on? And what's it called? Actually, I never really talked to you guys about this, but I wanted to speak to you guys and tell you guys this. I've been working for the past 3 months on a book that I've been writing, and it's a fictional book. It's kind of like a Lord of the Rings type thing, but not really. It has a dash of basically every 80s movie I ever loved. And like Star Wars and things like that, but it's this this epic 3-part book I'm working on, and I'm very happy to announce that I finished my outline and I started writing the book today. And it's really scary writing a book because I'm not getting paid for this. I'm not getting commission or anything like that. I wish. When I'm done writing it, I'll probably post it on Amazon so it can be bought by people. And you guys can check it out and all that stuff. But yeah, I started writing it now. But to give you guys a bit of background, it's a book called The 9 Blades, and I might change the title. I'm not sure. But basically, it's this really complicated trilogy about these 9 warriors, these 9 heroes that we don't actually all meet at once. We meet them bit by bit in each book. So in the first book you only meet 4 of them, and there's 3 main ones, and basically it's their adventure going through this world that's actually it's 2 worlds, and the world is split. Each world is split into sections of the land called territories. And these territories, you can have one territory that looks like a jungle. You can have one that looks like a futuristic city. One of them might be like a cold place, like the Antarctic and things like that. It's all been split up into different places. And basically it's these heroes going on this journey, like a Lord of the Rings type journey of having to collect... What? My God, I just got a phone call. Actually, I have to let you guys go. Hey guys, sorry about that. The dude who called, because when we bought this house, and hold on, I'm going to be a little bit quiet because... But you guys see this right here? Okay. That's our washing machine. And what's it called? When we got the house, we had some dude come in, and we were really happy because all the houses that we checked, they didn't have... I think all this was mentioned in the video Becca posted, but anyway, they didn't have appliances inside of them. We had to go out and buy them. And I don't know if you guys understand how expensive it is to move out. It's really expensive. Becca and I saved up money for years to afford to move out, and we have some leftover money for emergency and home decor. That's what we're calling it. And basically we had all that money saved up. And we were like, oh crap, do we have to spend it on a refrigerator, all this shit? But we found this house, and when we got it, it was pretty cool because it had everything in it. But then when you're getting a house or whatever, some dude comes in and kind of looks around and says whether or not he thinks it's a good deal or not. And he comes in and he starts taking a look, and he's like, okay, that's good, that's bad, that's bad. And the guy basically told us, okay, just to let you know, your washer and dryer doesn't work. Everything in the kitchen doesn't work except the refrigerator, which is kind of okay. And yeah, that's it. So we were like, fuck, this place is great, but why doesn't everything work? So we told our realtor, hey, do you think you can help us out? And he was able to help us out. And during the negotiations, we were able to get everything except the washer and dryer and the refrigerator replaced. The refrigerator is okay, though. It is working. We haven't had any trouble or anything like that, so we're fine with that. But the thing that sucks is the washer dryer was the only thing they didn't replace. They replaced the dishwasher, they replaced the oven, all that stuff downstairs. Even the water heater they replaced because that was about to break. It was like from 1995, so that was about to like go. And then like, what are we gonna do? Boil water? But anyway, so we did all that, and then he came out and he was like, all right, it's all fixed. Our realtor said, and we were like, fuck yeah! And when all was said and done, the laundry machine was still something they refused to replace. I don't know why. So the guy who called, we've been trying to get a hold of him for the past like 2 weeks or a week and a half or something to get him to come in and take a look at it. Because the dryer works, the washer fills with water and doesn't spin, and drains the water but leaks. So it kind of sucks. So anyway, we're going to be doing that, and so I guess he's gonna come over. I just got off the phone with him, so he's a really cool guy. He helped my mom with a bunch of stuff, and yeah, so we shall see. But anyway, going back to let's sit down. Going back to the book. So basically, that's what it's about. It's about this journey of this young boy who's kind of like Luke Skywalker. That he's this young boy that wants adventure, is tired of his life, is always told, no, you have to do this, you have to be a farmer, you have to do this. And he goes on this adventure to collect all these people that have these blades. And it's a really cool story because it starts off, during this one timeline, and they jump ahead into the future, into this other timeline, and time passes. The first 2 books are really like one book cut in half, and the third book is like a sequel to the whole thing. It's set many years later, but it continues the story. So I'm really proud of it. I think I've done a very light outline of the first 2 books, and I've done a detailed outline of the first book, and now I started writing. I wrote the prologue, and I wrote the intro to the book and stuff like that. But I'm really looking forward to it, and I hope you guys are able to see it. I hope I finish it soon, because the second that part 1 is done, I'm gonna see how I can get it out there. Becca's gonna be reading it, so I'd be curious to see what her opinion is, because I'm really trying to include a whole mess of stuff. It's not very science fiction-y. It has science fiction elements in it, and I could have made it science fiction-y, but I hate science fiction. Okay, I'm more into, like the new Star Trek movie came out and it had that adventure feel to it. It felt more like Indiana Jones, and it happened to have those scientific elements. Like if you were to take away space and make it about cowboys, it would still be an entertaining movie because the characters are fun. You're put in these situations that are really enjoyable, and there's that adventure feel to the whole thing. I feel like that's what this book is. It has those elements in it. There's even one chapter I'm writing that reminds me a lot of Alias, and I didn't really watch that show too much, but I watched it through Becca. Becca was kind of like my proxy, because she told me so much about it, and I researched it and stuff like that. But there's one chapter that's very much like Alias, or reminds me of it. There's some Buffy the Vampire Slayer elements in it. I have a girl who's badass, who's not a piece of meat, because I hate it when they do that. I hate when you get this beautiful woman and you make her a piece of meat and she's just like, look at my boobs, it's so hot. Like, I'm very much, that's fine, but I'm also into, I like my women smart. And I like them to have personality and be three-dimensional and not be a tool, in a fucking movie. I'll put it this way. Black Widow in Iron Man 2, tool, piece of meat. Black Widow in the Avengers, an actual character with character flaws and things of interest, and was still very attractive and pretty, but was cool and interesting. I like that. So there's a lot of influence of stuff like that. So I'm getting a bit over myself. I'm saying a lot that I don't really want to say, but it's called The Nine Blades, Volume 1, The Sword That Glows. That's the name of the first book, The Sword That Glows. And hopefully, in a few months I'll be able to do it, because I'm not dedicating too much time to this. I'm only giving myself one day in the whole week to work on it. And then all my other time is spent on Crazy Random Happenstance, which you guys have to check out. it's pretty cool what I'm doing. I'm doing the face cam stuff now, and I'm trying to do a lot of physical humor and things like that. And plus, I would love for you guys to interact, because really what you guys tell me in the comments of that channel influences what I do going forward. So I'm kind of blind right now, but if you guys say like, not that any of you guys talk like this. This is how I talk when I ask people. I go, you think you can grow a mustache? And then, I do it. But however you guys talk, however you guys talk, do tell. And yeah, just keep on checking out everything. Hopefully I'll have this book ready and you guys can check it out. And I'm really excited about it. And I've yapped too much. Let's see what hold on, Becca just sent me a text message. Let's see what it says. It says, go fuck yourself. No, I'm kidding. I have to go. There's someone at the door.
The washing machine is fixed.
Yay!
Now we won't be dirty and stinky. Now, Xiaomi and Pinky and Lena, of course, have come over again. And they're still crazy. Well, Pinky, you're doing okay. Hi. But Xiaomi's still crazy. She's still crazy.
Come on, Pink.
They have their own doggy bowls.
Yeah, Pink, come on.
Are you still crazy? Are you still crazy?
Come here, Pinky. See. Capture it, Pink. Slipping.
I think it's so cute that he always sleeps in the same spot. Well, he slept there the other day, but...
Wait, is he sleeping or is his
yeah,
eyes open?
no, he's asleep.
Like totally knocked out? Oh.
Yeah, he's very, very sleepy. And so is these two. Hello, nightly decor update with Rebecca. So today I did a few things. I actually finished work on time, which is good. Not on time, but I finished at 7 instead of lately that I've been finishing around now, like close to midnight. But I got some other things done around the house. So here is, well, this doesn't belong here. I'll show you that in a second. Put that over there. Here is what I have so far of my mud room. Ignore that stuff there, that's to put upstairs. But it's an area to put your shoes, where you sit down to take off your shoes, where you can hang your purse, hang your keys. So that's what I have so far. It's like a mud room. And then today I also made a fall wreath. Let me show you on the floor, so that's a little easier. So it looks really dark here, but it's a little lighter in person. But it's all different fabrics from things that I didn't want anymore and stuff that was given to me. And I put it together. I tied it on a piece of cardboard that I cut into a circle. So it's a do-it-yourself wreath. I'm thinking about doing a video of it. I filmed it just in case I ended up liking it. It's not going to go here, but let me put it up here so you can see. These are actually dresser drawers, and I have a little tiny tripod. But anyway, so let me just put that there so you can see the general idea. So that's the general idea of it. I have to like fluff it so that it doesn't look uneven, but I'm not sure where I'm going to put it. I mean, obviously wreaths generally go on doors, but I'm not sure if I want to put it on a door. So put my purse on my hook. And then over here, ignore these wine bottles. I swear I actually didn't know. I've been saving wine bottles. I didn't eat. I was going to say I ate. It's not going with my post. I did not have 2 bottles of wine today. I'm saving the wine corks because I've seen a lot of do-it-yourself wine corks. So anyway, here on the table, I made this a long time ago. I have a video on it. It's actually made out of eggshells. But then here I have some flowers that I also made. And then some random stuff I got at Bed Bath & Beyond. I think I showed that yesterday. But I just put it on the table. I don't know if it'll stay that way. I think it's kind of awkward. But if I had a longer table, it would make sense. More trash. My beautiful painting. I love it so much. My grandmother got it. It's from 1969. And I inherited it. So I'm very excited to put it on the wall. I'm really not sure where to put it. It's so beautiful. I might put it in my bedroom. And I think that's all of the decor updates. I showed you that yesterday. So I was just editing a video. I finished work early, but I was still editing videos most of the night, just because I feel like I'm really behind. It's been really hard to keep up with moving and running our channels, and also just doing normal 40 hours of work. It's been very hard, but I'll hopefully get used to it soon. So now I am going off to bed. It was really nice seeing Lena and the puppies today. I love when the puppies come over, and I hope that we can get a puppy soon. If you were wondering, we are getting a dog, but we're just trying to wait a few months so we can get settled in and get used to everything, and also just put some money aside, save money. And then maybe around Christmas or New Year's, we should probably wait longer, but probably around Christmas, we'll get a dog for ourselves. So we're very excited. And yeah, so that is our update for today. We will talk to you soon, and well, tomorrow, and I'll see you then. Bye.